Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In an effort to improve my audio, I went ahead and I purchased this Zoom H4N Pro. So it's a standalone audio recording unit. I was plugging my Blue Yeti into either my laptop or my Optiplex, and I found there was a problem, and I thought it was the Blue Yeti as far as I had low gain, but it ended up being the Optiplex, so there was something going on there, and using the laptop is just not convenient. You're going to have the noise from the fan if the laptop is nearby. So yeah, this is the Zoom H4N Pro Handy Recorder unboxing. Maybe I'll put the batteries in it. I thought I needed to purchase some batteries, but there's batteries included with this. And I did buy some patch cable. So XLR cables. And this is two connections to one, I guess a Y connector. It says here Y303, and this is 6 feet. So I have no experience with this. I did look at some videos on YouTube. Seems like a lot of people use this recorder. So you open it up, upside down. I see the battery there, so there's the recorder. It actually looks, well, you can't really gauge the size from the box. It seems like it's going to be a more beefy device, but that's a nice size. So here's the operation manual. Wow. A lot of reading. The SD card. You need to get an SD card. It does not come with an SD card. I scrounged around. I didn't think I had one, but I spare. It must be when I upgraded the SD card to the Sony Handycam. So 1 gigabyte. That should be plenty. Oh, it's in a nice plastic case. Wasn't concentrating there. I thought it was just some plastic wrap. But that's a nice case it comes in. Seems like a nice solid device. So it has these two built-in mics. But my intention is to use these XLR connectors, which I hope they fit. And I purchased the right combination. Okay, so that's the male and the female connector. And here are the batteries. Figure out how to get these out. So we'll set that aside. Fuji batteries. Get the batteries in to open. Looks like you just put some pressure on this, slight pressure, and install 2 AA batteries, like so. Stamina on. Not sure what that is off the bat. So we have volume. Here's the power. So let's just turn this on. Seems to be booting up. Loading. Oh, no card. All right, so let me turn this off. All right, so to turn it off, this is sort of like a momentary switch. You just hold it back down to the symbol here for the on-off switch, and it shuts itself down. So I believe you should have this off before you go and install your SD card. I found there were some videos mentioning problems with the SD card. Now I don't know if it has to do with the quality of the SD card electrically, or whether or not, I think some of the problem has to do with this tab. Someone had a video where every time they inserted the SD card, this tab, locking tab, was moved to lock, so then the recorder could not write, and it was a Duracell SD card in this particular video, and that tab seemed to be like very large on that SD card. So it could be just the cheaper cards. There's a certain tolerance that this tab has to be, or it will catch on the mechanical slot here. So hopefully this 1 gigabyte, it's SanDisk, so this is a couple of years old, so hopefully this will work in this Zoom recorder. So now, again, and it's booting up again. Let's see if it says there is a disk. Now this is supposed to take a while, depending on whether or not the SD card is going to be accepted. So it is acting differently than when there was no SD card. And it could be formatting the SD card now, I guess. Right, so no data. And it says stereo, so the default is stereo. I saw that in another YouTube video. Now there's a light here that says mic, and that has to do with these two mics. When you plug into these two XLR connectors, this 1 and 2 buttons will light up. It's hard to see, but there's actually a little slot there for the LED to shine through. So if you wanted to change, I guess there's a menu here to change from stereo. If it's not in stereo, you have to scroll to mode. But I just want to go right ahead and do a recording. So to initiate the recording, it's like a two-step process. I guess you press this button, record, and it flashes. So it shows you the audio level for left and right modes there. And then record level, you can adjust here. So you don't want to clip your audio, but if you adjust, you can see here mic level. Seems like it was already set at default of like 80. So that will increase the gain, and then you could see the recording levels are increasing with those left and right bars. And if you clip, if the audio is clipping and you're going to get distorted audio, this flashes. So you can see that's flashing. So that is maxing out those recording levels, which is telling you that the audio will be clipping and be distorted and will not sound good. So at the peaks. So I want to reduce that. Now it's probably at 80 for a reason. So that's still, it depends on what you're going to be recording. If you're going to be recording some loud sounds, you're going to have to adjust appropriately. But so this is sort of now initiated for recording, so you can see the recording levels only. It's when you press it a second time that the recording process starts. So if I now press record, this is my first recording using the Zoom H4N Pro Handy Recorder. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Using the H4N Pro Handy Recorder. And now you press record again. And that is a second recording, so that is not what you do. So if you press this, please wait. So there we have, I might have started a second recording there. So let's hit folder. That's folder 1. We'll look at file. Then we say play, I guess. See if this is my first recording using the Zoom H4N Pro Handy Recorder. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Using the H4N Pro Handy Recorder. And now you press record again. And that is a second recording, so that is not what you do. So yeah, it's as easy as that. I'm sure there's a lot more nuance to this with the topic of recording audio. I was wondering if there is an app that you can install on your computer that allows you to navigate these files, but I don't think so. So yeah, there's a lot more complexity to this, but that's basically, I think, the level that you need to know in order to make your first recording. So there is a USB, let's see, line in, so you can monitor with the headphones. Looks like there's a remote control. I don't know if Zoom makes a remote control or there's some generic remote control that you can attach to this. There is, in addition to batteries, you can get a power adapter and power this up with a wall adapter. There's the menus and the scroll wheel for scrolling through the menus. So if I click on menu, you can see we have folders, files, input. So right now we're using these two internal mics, record, tools, a tool, play mode, system, SD card, USB. So you can see there's a lot more to this. I'm not going to go into this since I don't know about it. It's my first experience with this Zoom. But let me turn this off. So it says goodbye. That was quick. So now I can take my SD card, put this into my laptop, pull this file into Audacity, and do my editing on the laptop. Alright, so I have Audacity opened, and let's say open, and we want to go to the SD card, secure digital storage device. Let's see where this would be. Stereo. So there's a file here, file folder called stereo, and here's folder 1, and there's ST000. So we'll open that. When importing uncompressed, you can either copy them into the project or read them directly. Your current preference is set to copy. Make a copy. Alright, so now let's play this. This is my first recording using the Zoom. Alright. H4N. So that's my first experience with the Zoom H4N Pro. Made my first successful recording, storing that on an SD card and then transferring that file to my laptop and pulling it into Audacity where I can now edit it. So I hope you found this video helpful. It's a little bit more than an unboxing video, but just documenting my first experiences opening this and operating this Zoom recorder. Hope you found this video interesting. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe, like, and/or comment. Thanks for watching.